Hey y'all. So this is probably like the third or fourth time that I've tried to record this video because my streaming quality would be messed up or whatever the case may be. But as promised, we about to get into the Terrell Miller body camera footage. So I may have mentioned it before, but I'm gonna mention it again if I haven't. What I'm not going to do is show that footage. It is extremely hard to watch. It's heartbreaking. That's not something that I came here to do to y'all today. But what I did come to do is discuss what I saw. Now, I want to address the fact that Nerdy Pink Panda, our girl that's been giving us this information, the video that she uploaded has gotten a lot of backlash. People are saying she's not being genuine about her reaction. I'm not here to discuss that. I'm not here to worry about how somebody else is reacting to something that's traumatic, something that if you see it with your own two eyes, I don't know how you're going to react. It's just not like I'm not going to do that. We're not about to sit here and trivialize somebody else's reaction to something that's this messed up. So you can watch her video. If you feel as though her reaction is not genuine enough for you to continue to watch the video, what you can do is open up Google. You can type in Terrell Miller body camera footage, and you can watch it yourself without her redacting it, without her reaction. Do what you feel you got to do as far as getting as much information as possible here. Now, I watched her video. It was heavily redacted. I did not watch this body camera footage that is um, unblurred. I cannot watch this video that is unblurred because there's a lot of desensitization that comes with watching videos like this, that comes with seeing stuff like this, that comes with being immersed in stuff like this. And I'm sensitive. I don't have it in me to watch stuff like that. But the point was to raise awareness for the fact that there's a better way to go about these type of interactions. And what happened with Sonia shed light to that. The idea that Sonia's unaliving footage came out when it did to cover up the national outrage that would come from this body camera footage, I don't know about that so much either. Because one thing about Sonia's case, it's undeniable. That man went in there. He created a situation that did not need to be created. And then he did something he did not need to do. And we can all easily say, write him off of society because he is dead wrong for what he did. But in this body camera footage, it's not so clear cut. Just being honest. Basically, in the beginning of the body camera footage, they arrive on scene, they go upstairs, they knock on the door, they say who they are, Macomb County Police. As soon as they say that, they hear screaming on the other side of the door. You, as a viewer, can hear screaming on the other side of the door. You can tell that there's a woman in distress. So they immediately kick the door in. And as they kick the door in, the person that is holding this woman at sharp object point lets her go. She runs across the body camera footage, and then she is on the other side of the officer, basically next to the officer. When she gets next to the officer pushes her out of the way. And I'm not saying he like, hey, get out of the way. He like guides her to stay where she's at. Probably to avoid what he's about to do because he knows that he's about to pull his firearm and he's about to try to take this man's life because he has been making numerous incisions in this woman for quite some time. Since the call was made, she's been getting incisions put in her with this sharp object. So they already know that they have to either tase this man or take him out because he's dangerous. He's armed and dangerous. Okay? So he tells her, stay back. She starts to say, my son, my son, my son. As she is saying, my son, the man, the suspect, runs across the body camera footage. He runs across, I'm not going to say the body camera footage. Let me fix that. He runs across the officer's view. He goes to a room. He grabs the child. He comes back out into the officer's view in the hallway. As soon as he gets to the officer's view, the officer is walking around, like the officer is walking up towards him. Again, the man gets back in the officer's view. The moment that the man is in the officer's view, he takes a shot. So, did the officer know that the child was in his hand? Did the officer know that the child was in the suspect's hand? I don't know. I don't. She said, my son, my son, my son, which in hindsight indicates that he's about to go grab the son and hold the son hostage. But in that moment, we don't know what he's doing in that back room. It would be, a good assumption that he went to go get the kid so that way he could hold the kid hostage. But we don't quite know. We don't quite know if he went to go get the kid. We don't know if he went to go get another weapon. He's out of view. We don't know what he's doing. For all the officer knows, he went to go get a firearm to fire back because he knows he's about to get fired at. I don't know. So as soon as the officer takes his shot, he takes out both lives in one instant. My deepest condolences go to Terrell's mother, the community that this has affected, anybody else that has been traumatized by seeing this and hearing of it, all of it. I give my condolences. I cannot, without a doubt, sit here and tell y'all that they went in there with malice intent, that they went in there to do anything but their jobs. I can't confidently tell you that. And me being an honest person, I just have to be transparent about that. I figured I was going to walk into this situation and it was going to be clear cut. They did everything wrong and they need to be punished. But that's not what it was. The body camera footage it shows that a very, very unfortunate situation came about. Maybe it could have been avoided had the officer used a taser or pepper spray or something else. But I will say, from my understanding, when a person has a weapon for an officer, all bets are kind of off. You got to use deadly force at that point, from my understanding. Anyone that's an officer or knows an officer, more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation. I will continue to keep my eye out. I will continue to show support for the mother that lost her son. I will continue to just make it known this stuff is happening at an alarming rate, and something's got to give. Eventually, something's got to give. We got to do a better job of training for the police academy. I don't know what's got to happen, but there are better ways to handle these situations. That said, I don't know if the officer knew of any better way. So I'm not about to sit here and say the same things that I'll say about Sean Grayson, about this officer. I do understand that this officer has been accused numerous times of harassing the people in that county. And for that, that's where we have an issue. If this man really is the type of person to harass African Americans in his town, it just makes this type of situation 10 times worse for him, because people are already looking at you with the eyes of, you don't like African Americans as it is. So when you take the life of two in one breath, you look like the bad guy every time, and you're always going to look like the boy who cried wolf when you say, no, this time I was really there to do my job. This time I came in there and I wanted to help. But what about every other time? You're supposed to do your job properly every time you show up on scene. Every time. You're supposed to treat your community with respect every time you show up on scene. So that way, when this stuff happens, people don't question what type of officer that you are prior to the body camera footage even coming out. But all right, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Y'all have a good, what is it, Wednesday? Y'all have a good Wellness Wednesday. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.